I've been waiting a long time to do this, but today we're finally rebuilding the Las Vegas Raiders and working on Ashton Jainty's team and trying to help him get a Super Bowl or at least postseason appearances in his career. And our boy, he's repping number 2. His morale's down for sure. He's only at a 78 overall. You know, the Raiders offense is playing pretty poorly. Geno Smith's got to go. We also got Kenny Pickett. Offensive line is garbage. He's in a horrible situation right now. Brock Bowers is injured. Receiver core is like whatever. Like it's just a poor situation. Defense, it's like, what did we do? This kid's been playing really well though, so he's gonna definitely be one of our focal guys. Corners need help. Like literally, this whole team just needs something. They need some type of assistance, and we're starting the season where they're at currently, and they just lost 31-0 to I don't even know who they played. They just lost 31-0 to somebody, though. It was the Chiefs. They just lost 31-0 to them, and they got a bye week. Yeah, I mean, before we do so, I think some guys deserve to get traded. Obviously, Max Crosby isn't going anywhere, but a guy like Jacoby Myers, he deserves to go somewhere where he can be a contender and get some love somewhere. And I think we should do that for the sake of the season because Geno Smith's not doing much. So Jacoby Myers for Devin Duvernay, a 5th and a 7th. A D tackle's 29 and a 7th. Shaq Thompson, a Mike. Marvin Mims, a 4th and a 7th. Now Marvin Mims to the Broncos, or Jacoby Myers to the Broncos would be tough, but that's an in season, or that's a division rival right there. So I don't think that's worthy of it. We definitely don't need a running back. Michael Wilson, a 5th and a 7th would be interesting. We don't want to give him to a team that like he'll flourish, like the team would flourish with him. Bryce Huff in a 5th. Gives us another D edge. Cordell Flott, Ezra Cleveland. You know, build up on our offensive line wouldn't be too bad because we already have Jackson Powers Johnson. And how old is this guy? His cap hit's about $5 million. He's 27 years old. You got Romeo Dobbs, Chuba, don't need Infernie Jennings, Blake Corum. You know, a lot of teams are willing to give us some options here. See, Cole Holcomb would be cool, but he's already 29. And Jordan Mason, we don't need another running back. So Ezra Cleveland is an interesting pick for the offensive line because we want to build around Ashton. The other option is getting a wide receiver and some picks like Michael Wilson. We'd have Trey Tucker. You know what? No, we'll figure out the offensive line. Let's see if we can get a pick out of them. Let's counter offer with the Jags. See if they could give us like a 3rd round pick perhaps. Oh, they're close. So they'll probably go for 4th and Ezra. Wow, they're actually not. They're thinking that he's way too valuable for that. So an extra 5th round pick? Really? So we'll have to get their 152 and 160. Let's see if that goes through. No. So I think straight up would work. They do. All right, so we get a new lineman, and we let our boy get some help somewhere else. So Dylan Parham, he's not bad, though. He's not doing too bad himself. But Jordan Meredith, we want to build. Jackson Powers Johnson is definitely a guy we want long term. Glaze, he's a young tackle, but like for the most part. Oh, and Colton Miller, who's a 92 overall, is actually injured. So I didn't realize he was injured. So Dylan Parham's 26. We could keep him long run, but I felt like Jackson Powers Johnson played center in his career. And if we move this guard, we're not going to really get that much value back. So we're going to let that stay for now. How about quarterback situation? I want to see if there would be a cap penalty with our quarterback. Hopefully his deal isn't crazy. Yeah, $58 million. Yeah, he's a bridge QB. He's kind of cooked. We're going to have to keep him for the long run. And Kenny Pickett, yeah, so that's where it's at there. Tight end. So Michael Mayer, he's a future starter. We have Ian Thomas and Carter Runyon. I feel like for the sake of his career, Michael Mayer deserves to get PT somewhere else. And I know that Brock Bowers is injured, but there are no trade packages for Michael Mayer. Okay. All right. And Max Crosby's there for the long run. Right edge, we have Malcolm Koonce. He's not doing anything. Tyree Wilson needs to start, like, stepping up. D tackle. Like, this is already a down season, but, again, I have lots of faith in Jonah Lalu. He's been playing really well. Linebackers, we don't got much going on. This rebuild is going to be very, very strict. Very strict, to say the least. And we got Jeremy Chin, Daniel Carson. Okay. So I'm going to do some research, see if Jackson Powers Johnson did play center in his career. So let's do that. So he did play center in his career. So they have him playing like right guard. So we traded for Ezra Cleveland. So we've got some offensive line. Not I wouldn't say issues. This is good. This is a good issue to have, right? But we have some issues here. So Jordan Meredith, he's been in the league for 4 years. What is his stats looking like on the season? He's given up 0 sacks. All right, cool, great. Jackson Powers Johnson, you can play center if we want you to. And you've given up about, okay, it's not saying how many sacks it was given up. Why don't they show us that? Sacks given up. Geno Smith has been sacked 18 times. And it's not going to say who's given up the sacks. All right, awesome. Well, we're going to see how the rest of the season plays out. I think we got these guys on contract for the rest of the season. So we're going to, honestly, because how much they paid Geno, we're not going to bench him. But for the sake of the team, we're going to definitely put Ezra Cleveland in. But his risk of injury is severe, so we'll let Dylan Parham start for now. And the rest of the offensive line, hopefully y'all figure it out. But let's go to the end of the season. All right, so the Raiders ended up going 3-14. Last win coming from the Giants. So very, very awful numbers. Geno Smith, 12 touchdowns, 10 picks. Kenny Pickett ended up coming into the game, had 9 touchdowns, 4 picks on the season. Ashton Jaynarc did not reach 1,000 yards, which sucks, but I think he also got injured. He only played 15 games. Trey Tucker was lead receiver. Brock Bowers was second, even though he was injured for a lot of it. So, and Meredith gave up 7 sacks. Grant gave up 9. Meredith gave up 7. Glaze gave up 5. Ezra Cleveland only gave 1. This man's Jackson Powers Johnson gave up none. So that's also another thing to keep in mind. Max Crosby, of course, had 12 sacks. We have to do a full rebuild. Jonah Lalalu had 5 sacks. That's something that we really gotta focus on. But okay, we knew what was gonna happen. We knew that was the case, and let's begin this rebuild. So Broncos end up winning the Super Bowl. Cam Scatterbu wins Offensive Rookie of the Year. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Carson Schlesinger. Liam Cohn wins Coach of the Year. And Josh Allen wins NFL MVP. And Nick Bonito wins Super Bowl MVP. So Broncos win the Super Bowl. So our division has really got some hitters here. But Broncos really got it together. So first thing on my agenda is to definitely fire, I think, our staff. I'm ready to move on from them. So D'Amico Ryans ended up getting fired as the head coach of the Texans. So we pick him up as our defensive coordinator because why not? So our first major signing is getting Travis Jones from the Ravens. Give him a 3-year deal to come bolster our D-line. Our edge situation, Cleveland Farrell would love to have a union with our squad, but I don't know, dude. I mean, Tyree Wilson did nothing, and they're not really sure if there's anything more we could get out of them. And I feel like our defense definitely needs that improvement. Willie Gay Jr., we could sign him if he even gets any snaps. See if he does. But our inside linebacker position is definitely one position that needs that help. We don't have anyone there. We just have Cody Lindenberg. So I think our focus in the draft will be that position. And I also think in the meanwhile, we'll get a guy like Chris Barnes to just hold it down there. Just so we have that position kind of set with. We have a couple will positions. We got Jamal Adams, Devin White, and Tommy Eichenberg here. So we're kind of set there. Cornerback, we definitely want to improve our cornerback position because we just have Darian Porter, who's our, the young guy who's going to make it work. But, we definitely need that fixed. But safety position, we could also splurge on a guy like Brian Cook, give him a 4-year deal. Hell, maybe that'll help us out. We got Quentin Lake, who has interest in us, but we do have Jeremy Chin still. So let's see how we do after this first week of free agency. So we got Brian Cook. So we got literally all of the people we wanted that we targeted. And I think the other position that we could have potentially got was Quentin Lake, the strong safety. He's still available. He has high interest in joining us. And he's only 27. So having a good back end would be cool. For us. So we'll go for Quentin Lake as well. Our kicking situation is pretty good. Our punter situation, we have AJ Cole, so we're honestly set there. I don't really see that we need a need for any other position. We can kind of keep our cap space, to be honest. And I wish we could move on from Geno, but we're just going to let it rock for now. We could move him after like about $10 million, but then we'd have a rookie QB to deal with. But if the cards fall right, then I guess we could go for it, And our cornerback situation. So Darian Porter is, he's progressing well. He also has 96 speed, so definitely want to make him a cornerback one for future. But the rest of the guys, I don't feel too bad with them. So let's I think we're ready for the draft. So we have the first pick in the draft. So honestly, this is a tough one. I mean, I feel like they would expect us to go for QB, and I don't know if I want to go for a QB. Like, I don't like the Raiders definitely need one. We could just go with Arch Manning, but is he real life gonna be the guy? No, like he hasn't been the guy in college right now, so I wouldn't consider him being QB1. Garrett Nussmeier is not bad either, and he's got good throwing stats. He's definitely got good throwing stats, but Cade Klubnik is also not bad as well, and I feel like that'd be more of a developmental piece that we could go for. He's top 5 projected, and I want to see what offers we get if we were to trade away. So Texans would give us their pick. Let's see if there's anything closer. So we get the, oh my gosh, 3 first-round picks, huh? 4? Rams will give us 4 first-round picks. Holy crap. 4 first-round picks. We might have to consider that. 4 first-round picks. So if we don't go for a QB, or if we do but we wait, who could we possibly get? You got a kid, Josh Presley, Lenore Sellers. So his talent, Lenore Sellers' talent is round 2, but he has got good speed. We could develop him in the long run to make our offense really. You know what? Lenore Sellers, from North Carolina. I thought he was from South Carolina, but he's from South Carolina. I think that would be the option. We'll trade back. We'll trade back with the Rams. Yeah, I'm definitely taking that. What? 4 first-round picks? Even though we need the help? Come on, bro. Who's missing this opportunity? All right, thank you, Rams. Thank you, Rams. And if Lenore Sellers isn't there, we'll just pivot. But I have a feeling he might still be there. Okay, so Cade Klubnik just went to Steelers. Lenore Sellers is still here. So we're going to draft him. Again, he's going to sit behind Geno Smith to get to learn. He's ranked number 76 in true value, drafted on number 22. I'm okay with that because it'll be a long-term project for him. That's okay with me. So we get a QB. Next user pick. So now we get to focus on other important pieces of our team. So left tackle, they got a guy here, Spencer Fano. Now, do we need an offensive lineman in Spencer Fano? He's got A awareness, A impact, C pass block, B to D run block. So really not that good. His metrics are good from the combine, but his power in terms of blocking isn't that good. We got Eric Lynch, Jerry Brooks, and then Gabe Hernandez. What about a right tackle? Is there a right tackle? Cam Mazgieka from Washington. B run block, C pass block, A to C impact, A to C awareness. He's not too bad. A little bit all over the place in terms of his numbers, but not too bad. The Mike position, we got Torian York. I actually seen some of his highlights. He's actually really good. He's actually really good. Why would they have him drop so low? Honestly, I've seen his numbers. I've seen what he's doing. I'm going to pick him up. They say round 3 to 4. I'm going to pick him up. I think he'll be, number 50 of true value, drafted on number 26. Again, another position where we'll literally have them just learn. Rams ended up drafting Arch Manning. Wow. They felt like he was the guy. He is the future. So they said, we got to go for it. So wide receiver, we definitely need a wide receiver. And I see Denzel Boston here, 6'4" wide receiver. I think we should go with him. He could help our team out. He's the 36th fastest receiver. Not too great, but... Or we could go with Eric Singleton or Carnell Tate. I want to get someone that's at least, like, reliable. So someone that's got good metrics. We also got Nick Harbor from North Carolina. Concepcion. Zachariah Branch isn't bad either. He's a slot receiver. And... Ooh, maybe we could go for a cornerback. There's not really much here. Derek Carr's a corner from Memphis. Okay, did not know that. It's not much. We could go for a will position. So Anthony Hill Jr. His block shed's okay, but his pass coverage is a pass coverage and linebacker. It doesn't seem too bad. He's round 1 to 2 projection. Torian York is definitely a good steal for us. Sam, ooh, this guy C.J. Allen looks pretty solid. We want to get we're just focused on getting just picks on our defense to make sure that we are set, because I'm not for the we need to begin this change of we need to begin this come up, you know. We got tight ends, Jimmy Higgins, then we got Trey Reveron, we got another safety. I'm interested in a right tackle. We got Mitch Herbert, B run block, C pass block, C to F awareness, A impact. His metrics aren't bad. He's like a project tackle. We could wait on drafting one. Day 3 projection. Oh, I see a center here. Day 3, Malcolm Taylor. This kid doesn't seem too bad. This kid doesn't seem bad at all. For depth in the 3rd round, I'll pick him up. He might be, ranked 56 true value. Drafted him at number 65. So, a good depth position. I'm liking how this draft is turning out. A lot of future picks, a lot of developmental picks, but we don't want to waste Geno Smith's contract unless he plays poor in the preseason. Then we'll have to speed up Lenore Sellers. But that's been the issue with teams in recent years. They're trying to expect like a CJ Stroud rookie season or a Jaden Daniels rookie season, when in reality that's just not possible. That's just not possible because it takes way longer to develop people like that. So, but people they want the instant success, which is the downfall for a lot of these young players. We got Gabe Hernandez, a tackle. He's got F pass block power. I don't know about that. Ramon Harbor. Ooh, he doesn't look too bad though. His metrics did not look too bad. F pass block power for him too. His pass block will definitely need some work, but I don't even want to because those numbers are gonna piss me off. We're gonna let simulation handle the rest, but we got 3 more first-round picks from that. Let's go. Good draft. All right, so Lenoris was a 71. Torian York was a 73. CJ Allen was a 73. Malcolm Taylor was a 73. The rest of these guys were a bunch of busts, but we also got a left guard in the 7th round who's a 73 overall. That's a steal right there. So we definitely got some new young pieces to develop. So I'm excited. So first preseason game was against the Seahawks. The Lenore Sellers, 96 passer rating, got sacked 4 times. He was 13 for 20. He had a touchdown pass. Geno Smith was 1 for 3 and got sacked. So 5 times these guys got sacked. That's not good. But Ashton Jaynty averaged 6 yards a carry, and Zamir White had a rushing touchdown. And our lead receivers was Jack Beck and Brock Bowers, of course. Defense, these guys gave up some sacks. DJ Glaze gave up a sack. Charles Grant, Caleb Rogers, Landon Robinson, and Ramon Harbor gave up sacks. So kind of backups gave up sacks. So Torian York had a great first game. 1 TFL, 9 tackles. Max Crosby 2 sacks. Tyree Wilson with 2 sacks. Okay, that's a good start. I love that. That's a good start. And Terrell Edmonds, I guess we signed him. He got a pick as well. All right, we beat the Buccaneers 31-10. Okay. So 2-0 to start the preseason. That's really good. Lenore Sellers, 147 passer rating. He's a franchise QB/QB of the future. 1 touchdown pass. He was 9 for 11. Geno Smith, 98 passing yards, 7 for 9. Okay, not too bad. Rush attack. Ashton Jaynty, 5.5 yards a carry, and he had 3 touchdowns. So offense was there. Jack Beck is really developing into his own. Definitely, Dante Thornton Jr. is doing his thing as well too. We got no. Josh Herrera gave up a sack as well. We've got no concerns for the defense, and Lalu got a sack. He's been nice for us. He's been nice. We've got no concerns for the offense so far. Last game is against the Falcons, the last game of the preseason. It's going to suck trying to figure out who's going to get cut. But receiver core could definitely use some improvement. We ended up losing this game 41-14. And that's not a good indicator of having all of our starters play. But Geno Smith won. Oh my gosh. Our boy Lenore Seller had a 2.7 passer rating, 9 yards, threw a pick. Got sacked twice and was 2 for 6. So that's what happens, Jameel Allen, a rookie, and Michael Penix Jr. Okay, both had there. Michael Penix got sacked 4 times. Geno Smith had 1 touchdown, 1 pick, 10 for 15. Ashton Jaynty again had a good rushing performance. So our run blocking is very apparent. Jack Beck has been the lead receiver, our go-to guy. So he's gonna really get a lot of looks his way. Max Crosby 2.5 sacks as expected. Tyree Wilson also had a sack. Half sack from a backup safety too. So, all right, we're getting sacks. Tyree Wilson, I see you. We didn't pick up your options, so I hope that lights a fire under you. but we're gonna need more. We're gonna cut this tackle. We're gonna practice squad this QB. Antonio Mafi, we don't need. Trayvon May is a 5th string D tackle. I'm gonna practice squad you. Our second edge is Joey Bernal. I'll practice squad him. Freddie Newberry, you get to go into the practice squad. Christopher Smith, sorry my boy, but you're gone. Brian Hasamoa, I don't know why we have like a million of these will positions, but we'll cut you as well. Why do we have a second punter? What do we need a second punter for? Okay, like, alright, I guess. Well, week 1's against the Chargers. So, man, listen, Gino, I don't want to have to bench you, man. We're literally stick with you as being QB1, so don't make me bench you, please. Oh, so we start off with a bang. We won 31-15 against the Chargers. That's a great start. Geno Smith had no touchdowns or no interceptions. All right, and he got sacked once. Ashton Jaynarc, 18 carries, 140 yards, 7.8 yards per carry, and 3 touchdowns. So fixing up that O-line helped us out a lot. And receiving, Dante Thornton, 4 catches, 65 yards. Trey Tucker, 3 catches, 29. Even our backup tight end got lots of receptions. I love that. Colton Miller gave up a sack, but that's all right. That's all right. Max Crosby, oh my gosh. Our defense went off. 2.5 sacks from Max Crosby, a sack from York, a sack from Devin White, half sack from Darnay Holmes, from Hemingway, and Brendan Jackson. So a lot of guys got in on the action. We love that. That's a good start to the season. Now we're facing the Dolphins, who are 0-1. I think Chargers was a good game to win against because they have a pretty good team, but we're gonna lose to the Dolphins because we lost 34-23. That's a big loss. That's a big loss. What happened in this game? Geno Smith 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, and he got sacked 5 times. Tua did whatever. Ashton Jaynarc had 1.8 yards per carry. Wow, and a rushing touchdown. So Dolphins defense shut us down. Trey Tucker went off though. That's something to keep in mind. Colton Miller. So basically every starter gave up a sack. Oh geez, Jalen Phillips had 2. Chop Robinson, Mike McFadden, Kenneth Grant. Our defense didn't even do anything. Holy crap! So we got freaking punched in our face by this Dolphins team. But we're facing the Rams, who we traded our 1st round pick to get 4 of theirs. Hopefully we beat Arch Manning. He's a rookie QB, so we definitely beat him. We won 28-17. I'm glad we won that game because I was gonna be like, yo, there's no way we lose to these guys. Arch Manning threw 3 picks and he got sacked 4 times. Geno Smith didn't throw a touchdown pass. He was 11 for 14. It is what it is. Ashton Jaynarc had 4.3 yards per carry. Zamir White had 3 rushing touchdowns. All right, so we're getting a lot out of our running backs. That's good to me. And yeah, so our offense didn't really do anything with touchdowns wise, but hey, at least we're getting sacks though. At least we're getting to the QB. Eric Stokes had 2 picks. Max Crosby, of course, with 2 sacks. Half a sack from Tyree Wilson. Alalu, of course, and 2 picks from Eric Stokes and 1 from Isaiah. So good game by us. Definitely beat up on a rookie. We got the 0-3 Jets. Let's not give them their first win. If we have a positive record by the bye week, I'd feel comfortable enough with just simming. And yes, we beat the Jets. We don't give them the first one. We won 23-17. Another good game right there. Hopefully Ashton JT rushed well. Geno Smith 2 touchdowns, 235 yards. Okay. And they got a kid named Brian Cotton. He got sacked 4 times. Zamir White 22 carries. Bro, what happened at JT, bro? What happened to JT? 2.7 yards a carry for Zamir White and 9 carries for Dylan Laub. Awesome. Jack Beck got a touchdown. Love to see that. Our starting center gave up a sack, but other than that, I think we did well. Tyree Wilson with another sack. Lalu had 2 sacks. Okay, bro, like I said, I love when these guys turn up. I feel like we're having a good start to the year. We're 3-1. We had 3 wins just last year, so something to keep in mind. I don't know why Ashton Jaynarc wasn't playing. He must have got bugged. He's now an 88 though. That's great. Jack Beck is also doing really well. So really developing these young guys. 2-2 Cardinals. If we go into the bye week 4-1, that'd be a great start to the season. But we can't be too excited because things could change right after the bye. But we do win the game. We beat them 24-8. And we're 4-1 at the bye. I love this. I love what we're doing. The change of coordinators, the picks. Geno Smith, 229 yards, 1 touchdown. He had 53 completion percentage. We went up against another rookie QB. All right, Ashton JT, he's back on business again. 22 carries, 137 yards. He's doing what he was doing at Boise State. So, like, can't get mad at that. Definitely can't. And let's see, we got Max Crosby again, 2 sacks. Travis Jones with a sack. And Cody Lindenberg with a pick. Backup inside linebacker with a pick. I love that. So we're 4-1 at the bye week. Let's see what players need to be negotiated with. Jeremy Chin wants a 4-year deal worth 34 mil. You got to do more before I re-sign you. You got to do more. Ezra Cleveland, I haven't really seen your name much, so I'll give you a 2-year deal. I'm on the fence with this offer. Bro, you should want to come back, bro. What? We have something going here. Trey Tucker, same thing with you. We got something going. We're building something here. We're building something here. Come back to the team. Trust and believe. We're going to be on one. Michael Mayer is down to come back. If I give you a 2-year deal to be Brock's backup, which he does accept, awesome. Tyree Wilson, he wants a 1-year deal, about $6 million. You know what? I'm okay with that. What's a player friendly? Definitely not going to do a player friendly. But what about this? Okay, so we give Tyree Wilson an extra year to kind of prove it, but he's also having a good start to the year. Darnay Holmes, he wants a 1-year deal. Wow. He wants a 1-year deal to also prove it. So I feel like we're in a good position here. We got some backups, so we definitely got to pick up Brock Bowers' option. But okay, so we got some people extended, and Geno Smith is being serviceable right now. I know Lenore Sellers wants to play, wants to turn up, but give it another year. Give it another year. We got the Bills who are 6-0. That's exactly why. We got to figure this out. This is going to be a big matchup. I doubt we'll win, but if we show some heart, that'd be great. That's all that matters if we show some heart. 32-29, that's a close loss. I'm not mad at that at all. I expected it to happen, but Geno Smith, 3 touchdowns. He had a way better passer rating than Josh Allen, who also had 3 touchdowns, but we gave up 3 sacks. Ashton Jeanty didn't run the ball too. He didn't run bad. Jack Beck turned up. Ashton Jeanty also turned up. Oh, shoot. Who gave up sacks? So Glaze, Miller, Herrera. Okay. So the usuals. We got a rookie that's starting, so not surprised. Travis Jones had a sack, though, and no picks from the defense. So big-time matchup that we ended up losing just by 3. Game-winning field goal. Good for y'all, you know? Good for y'all. Broncos 5-2, so a division rival right here. If we could beat them, that'd be good, but it's going to be a tight game. And we ended up winning the game. Wow. We ended up winning 14-10, so it was closer than I thought. 14-10 victory. And let's take a look at these numbers, because I had no faith in us. Geno Smith threw 2 picks, 17 for 31. Again, Ashton Jeanty, 4.6 yards per carry. Not bad whatsoever. Jack Beck turned up. Jack Beck might finish with 1,000 yards on the season. Like, no lie. Tyree Wilson with another sack. Okay. Eric Stokes with a pick, too. All right, but we took a dub. 14-10. We held them to 10 points. So our defense has been pretty good. Got another big-time matchup here against the Texans, who are 5-3. Again, a win would be great. We ended up losing 14-10. Rams signed Cam Miller from us. They stained him. Okay, so all right, so we got the Niners, who are 5-3. We got a really tough schedule from the looks of it. I don't know, like, what's going on there, but if we could beat the Niners to go 6-3, that'd be cool. But we haven't been on a losing streak more than 1 game, so let's see. We do end up winning the game. Rush for 2 touchdowns. We won 31-28, so another banger of a game. Ashton Jeanty's been balling, bro. He's been balling. 31-28 victory. Brock Purdy threw 4 touchdowns, 1 pick. No one got sacked. Geno Smith threw 8 touchdown pass, 21 carries, 77 yards for Ashton Jeanty, but that's about it. Brandon Ayuk just ate all of our defense pretty much. But Zamir White's been getting lots of carries. I love how much we're running the ball. Like, I love to see that. We got a couple TFLs, no sacks in this game. Brian Cook got his first pick of the season. And then against that Texans game, what happened here? Against the Texans, Geno Smith did nothing. CJ threw 2 touchdown passes, 18 carries, 101 yards for Ashton Jeanty, 11 carries, 45 yards for Zamir White. So, dude, we're making use of our running backs. Like, no lie, we really are. Tyree Wilson, another 2-sack performance. All right. Tyree Wilson, I think, has had more sacks this season than last season. So, that's great. 6-3 facing the Seahawks. I thought it said 2-5. I don't remember, but if this is a dub, that's great. We do end up winning this game, 28-17. 7-3 Raiders versus 7-4 Broncos. Wow. So we've exceeded last year's mark with getting dubs. Geno Smith, 3 touchdowns. He's been playing well. Ashton Dainty, again, another solid game. Same thing with Zamir White. Brock Bowers turned up. Blocking. Only one person gave a sack was our center. That sucks, but he probably got blitzed up the middle. And, hey, the turnovers happen, but we got the Broncos. If we could beat them again, that'd be great. Move to 8-3. The goal is to get to 9 wins so we could have a positive record. Let's see. We ended up beating the Broncos again, 27-24. We haven't really dealt with an injury bug either. We've been blessed. Michael Mayer has an ACL sprain, but he's week to week. We got the 8-3 Chiefs. Yo, our division is stacked, bro. Our division is stacked. Well, we just beat the Broncos again. And, you know, Geno Smith, I might have to bench Geno Smith, but 20 carries, 78 yards, 2 touchdowns for him. Like, he's leading us, so it's not too bad. Marvin Mims, again, he just feasted against us. But, let's see. Tyree Wilson and Travis Jones with another sack. Dude, I'm telling you, Tyree Wilson's been turning up. Might have more sacks than Max Crosby to finish the year. The Chiefs will be a tough matchup. I'm okay with an L here. Like, I'm not expecting us to beat them. When's the last time the Raiders beat the Chiefs? Yeah, so we lost that game. 37-31 and 2 new injuries. Brennan Jackson, foot fracture. Charles Snowden, week to week with a shoulder strain. And Eric Stokes with a foot fracture as well. So some starters are definitely injured. Or it's a backup DN, so he got hurt. We lost a close game here by 6, so we don't even have to be too mad about ourselves about that, because that's not bad. I mean, Mahomes literally threw for 487 yards, so what can I do about that? He was 40 for 53, threw 2 picks, didn't get sacked once. Geno Smith threw a pick and got sacked twice. Ashton Dainty, though, 17 carries, 187 yards, and 3 touchdowns. He's been a monster, bro. But our cornerbacks have been getting killed. Like, our cornerbacks have been getting killed, man. I hate to see it. Hate to see it. But Quentin Lake and Eric Stokes both had picks. Tough loss, but we'll bounce back. We got the 6-6 Patriots. Hopefully we could get a dub there. Get back on track, because that Chiefs matchup is going to be the end of the season. So we ended up beating the Patriots 28-21. Jeremy Chin, PCL sprain. Max Crosby got injured. DJ Glaze got injured week to week. And I kind of want to look at the numbers. Like, what's Geno Smith doing? So in this game against the Patriots, we won 28-21. This is the first time I've been in depth. He threw 3 picks, 3 touchdowns. See, he's not like doing anything crazy. Like, Ashton Dainty played well, of course. Jack Beck, 4 catches, 144 yards, and 1 touchdown. I'm glad I stuck it out with him. And let's see, Max Crosby and Hemingway both got sacked. Devin White also had a sack too. Awesome. Forgot about Devin White. And JT Woods, a backup corner, got a pick, and so did Jeremy Chin. Let me take a look at Geno Smith's numbers. So he has 17 touchdowns, 9 picks, 90 passer rating. Like, he's okay. He's okay. Ashton Dainty, though, he's had a resurgence this season. I love this. Jack Beck is playing really well. And defense, Max Crosby has 8.5 sacks. Tyree Wilson has 5.5. So Tyree Wilson's going to have to lead the way for our defense. But I feel like we've got a lot more out of our team this season. Like, no doubt about it. Like, look, our offensive, like, we're actually top rankings in certain things. So, let's see. A game against the Panthers, there's like no moment where we could start Lenoris. Like, I didn't want him to sit the whole year, but it's looking like it. Oh, and we lose. And we lose to the Panthers 20-10. Wow. We actually lost to the Panthers. So I feel like everyone in the AFC West is going to make the playoffs, and that's a problem. Geno Smith, 1 touchdown. He got sacked twice, 57 completion percentage. Okay. All right. Blocking, Colton Miller gave up a sack. Eichenberg had a sack. That's great. Probably off of a blitz, so he had a good game. Okay, 9-5 Chargers. So in the playoff picture right now, we are the 6th seed. Chiefs are the 4th seed. Chargers are the 7th seed. So literally 3 of our teams would make it. Browns would get a first round bye. So we have playoff matchups to end the season. Yeah, so we're not going to put Lenoris in that situation. We're not going to do that to him unless there's an injury. We can't do that to him. We ended up losing to the Chargers 27-10. 11-4 Chiefs. They're going to be a problem too. Hopefully we could get a dub against them. Maybe we lose to them. Oh man. And then the 12-4 Browns, of course. Max Crosby's still out. Travis Jones is out. Oh, dude, we had a gauntlet, bro. To go 9-8, I'm okay with that because we had a gauntlet of a schedule. Can't even be too mad about that if we go 9-8 because these guys, bro, I did not expect the Browns to be so good. And yeah, we ended up winning. We ended up losing that game too. So we don't make the playoffs. We were in the hunt, but we don't get it. Chiefs become the number 2 seed. Ravens take our spot. You hate to see that. So close to making the playoffs. That hurts. That really does hurt a lot. We were right there. And Geno Smith got sacked about 32 times. Ashton Jaynarc, 14 touchdowns, 1,300 yards, 5.1 yards per carry. He had a great season. Zamir White also did well with 9 touchdowns. Jack Beck almost had 1,000 yards. The future is here. The future is here. Colton Miller gave up 9 sacks. Glaze gave up 5. Powers Johnson gave up 5. Ezra Cleveland gave up 5. Herrera gave up 3. And 6. Bro, you had a half sack since then, Tyree Wilson. Come on. This is why we gave you another season. So we gave you another year to figure it out. So that was not a bad year, though. That was not a bad year at all. And we have 2 first-round picks. Like, that's goated. Ashton Jaynarc is a Pro Bowler. Great for him. That was awesome. Colton Miller was a Pro Bowler. Just only him from our own line. Defensive players, no one, surprisingly. Corners, safeties. Quentin Lake, our backup safety, was a Pro Bowler. AJ Cole was a Pro Bowler. Okay, so random Pro Bowlers that made it. But I'm feeling confident. We got $95 million to work with, and yeah, dude, we're in a good spot. I'm confident we're in a good spot. All right, so Eagles win the Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts wins Super Bowl MVP, so another one for him. Wow. Coach of the Year is the Browns. NFL MVP was Patrick Mahomes. Wan'Dale Robinson wins Offensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Micah Parsons. What a weird year. Okay. And we're not firing anyone. Devontae Adams and Ronnie Stanley both retired. Okay. That's a bit early for Devontae Adams. We got 5 players ready to negotiate. Brock Bowers, we're definitely picking up your option. See, Jeremy Chin, you didn't really do much, so I think I'm going to let you walk, bro. Like, Quentin Lake made the Pro Bowl. You didn't do anything. And you're asking for a lot of money. Ezra Cleveland, we got Caleb Rogers and Layden Robinson. I think we're going to let him walk. We're going to let him walk and let our backup play. Isaiah Polo, we're going to give you a deal, a 3-year deal. You want to come back? He does. And then we got Aiden O'Connell. I'm going to let you walk too. So now the off season is here. Free agents, I think we definitely are an attractive team to come play for. Let's see who's available. Aiden, oh yeah, like I said, an attractive team to come play for, and we got the money. That's the other thing. We got $140 million in cap. Look at everybody that wants to join us. Like, we are the team to play. Like, we're the team to be. And I love this position we're in. This is a great position to be in. And before we do anything like that, before we make some crazy moves, we're going to see if we can move. Oh, Geno Smith retired. Wow. Geno Smith retired. Interesting. So Lenore Sellers now gets a chance to be QB1. Our receivers, Beck and Tucker and Thorian are cooling. I'm good with those guys. Tight ends, I'm good too. Colton Miller's still here. He gave up a lot of sacks, but we also got Charles Grant, who's, showing us that he kind of wants to play. And, that's not a bad pick. And we got Josh Herrera here, who's going to be the starting left guard. Jackson Powers Johnson. Our guys overalls have gone up tremendously. These guys are feeling really confident. Right edge, we have Tyree Wilson. D-line, I'm set with the D-line. It's like there's not really much we have to do with our linebackers. And Torian York's an 82 now. Will linebacker could definitely get upgraded, but, dude, I'm feeling really comfortable. Like, we got a good squad here. We got a good squad, and the only thing we can do is just get better. So, why not splurge? And on top of that, our freaking quarterback literally retired. So, Mac Jones being a backup QB, I think I'm good with that. That's fine with me. Mac Jones can be a backup for us. Can be a backup. 3 years for whoa. That's a lot of money for a backup. Justin Fields would be cool, but you know what? Mac Jones, you've been the ultimate backup for the Niners. So yeah, come be our backup QB. What wide receivers are available? Who wants to join our squad? Christian Watson is not interested. Neither is Parker Washington. Why don't you guys come join the team and just be some depth positions? What about John Mechie III? So I honestly don't feel like we need to get like a star receiver. We could draft someone in like the 3rd round. That works with me. O-line, we're chilling. We're kind of chilling for now. Ezra Cleveland wants to join back so bad. Dude, you can only join back if on like a 1-year deal. Like, that would be the only way he comes back. Dylan Parham, he used to play for our team. Could be an interesting pickup back on the squad. Right tackle, we don't really got much. But Aiden Hutchinson wants to join us. Now, the thing is with getting him, we would have to move someone around. That would be too broken of a defense to have. But why not, you know? Like, why not? It might... Yo, Chris Martin, I tried to sign you before. You didn't want to join. So that's on you, my boy. That's literally on you. Dorian Williams, 26 years old, will linebacker. Hold on. We're going to try to sign him. I'd like to sign him. What quarterbacks are available? We got Garrett Williams. We got Marlon Humphrey. A veteran in Marlon Humphrey. To be a mentor to Dorian, yo, that wouldn't be a bad pick. That would not... Minka wants to join us. These guys, everybody wants to join us because they see that we about to do something spectacular, right? You guys see it. You guys see it. We're like right there. And we're not going to splurge. Marlon Humphrey, to get a veteran corner to pair up on our team, a 1-year deal, I think we should go for that. He would be a good mentor, kind of pushes people back. I'm more than happy with that. Wide receiver, I'm chilling for right now. We could get Jack Westover to get a fullback because it keeps saying we need one. So let's see. Let's go for Alex. Let's go for Aiden Hutchinson. Let's go for him. He's got interest in joining us, and we'd move you around. 3-year deal. You'd cost us a lot of money, my boy. It would cost us a lot. You would cost us a lot. But hey, to pair up with Max, who's already 30, let's give him a deal. Why not? It doesn't hurt to try. Does not hurt to try. Let's advance the week. That's a big signing. That's a big signing. But I think when a rebuild, you'd want to go to a team that's attractive, right? A team that's right there. You got a young QB. Like, think about that. I don't think we signed him. Aiden Hutchinson ended up going to the Commanders. We got Marlon Humphrey though. All right. So his loss. We got the fullback. We got the backup quarterback. All right. That's cool. These things happen. We ain't gonna get too mad about that. We're not gonna get too mad about that. We tried. It was a worth it bid. He feels like he'd get more love on that team. Okay, go do what you got to do, my boy. Do what you got to do. But we'll get Sam Williams for the season. Get him on a 2-year deal, and let's go to the draft. All right, so draft this here. We got 2 first-round picks that we could use, and we're not going to go for a tackle, of course, but a receiver could be interesting. We got Cam Coleman from Auburn. We also got Ryan Wingo from Texas. I know he's pretty good. And he's the fastest receiver here, Ryan Wingo. He'd be a great addition to our team. There's also a left tackle here in Jordan Seaton. Now, I've definitely used him before on Rebuild, and he's been solid. And if we want to get a future pick, we also have Charles Grant, though, so we don't really need to get him. But there's a right tackle here in Monroe Freeling, who looks pretty good. His metrics look pretty good, so we're going to pause the draft here. We're going to go with the wide receiver Wingo. Like, why not get another receiver, the fastest in the game? He's 6'2". We're going to draft him. A scouting report, Ryan Wingo. Let's see. He's ranked number 9 in true value. Drafted him at number 11. Great. We get a speedster. And with our next pick, we're going to definitely get a right tackle. And thank you to the Rams. Thank you to the Rams for giving us this opportunity. Thank you for giving us this opportunity because this kid looks pretty good. His metrics don't look that great, like as in speed, but his stats, you got to go for it. Monroe Feeling, let's see. He's ranked number 25, which you value drafted on number 16. That's a steal of a tackle. And I'm going to let Simulation handle the rest. We got, this kid was a 79. We drafted an 81 overall running back, Isaac Brown, in the second round. Wow. 96 speed. This kid, Elijah Rushing, a D-edge. Wow. Okay, so we just balled out in the draft, apparently. Okay. And Kyler Murray just got traded. Holy moly, dude. What a freaking draft. I think we are in for a good one. Because what? How did we get such a good team? And we're starting off with the Packers. All right. Starting off with the Green Bay, but I don't care. We're going to reorder the depth chart. This kid Brown, yo. I'm 81 overall. That's probably the best player in the draft. And then Wingo's going to start over Beck. Okay. Feeling's going to start over Glaze. Holy crap. What a draft, dude. What a draft. York is injured? Oh, no. Not to start the season like that. Turf toe. All right. He's week to week. All right. We'll get him back. But we got a new D-edge who I'm interested in. His name is Rushing. Something Rushing. So, okay. This preseason's important. We're going to see how our boy Lenoris does. His first start. He's going to just play the quarter. Mac Jones is backing him up. So, let's see if we can catch a dub. Nope. Passed with 2 touchdowns. We lose 37-14. One new injury. This new guy just literally dislocates his hip. Okay. Awesome. So, what was the point of even having you on the team? Well, like, what was the point of that? All right. Week 2 is here. We end up winning the game. 23-15. Now, let's take a look at the numbers. The numbers is what's important here. So, first game against the Packers. Lenore Sellers, 1 touchdown, 1 pick, 4 for 5. Okay. Mac Jones, come on, my boy. Come on. Let's not do this. 13 carries, 45 yards for this kid. Holy crap. And against the Bears. So, against the Bears, Mac Jones had a good game. Lenore Sellers do a pick. He was 5 for 9. Not too good of a game. But Mac Jones stepped it up. Isaac Brown did well. Ashton JT did well. Zamir White had 3 carries, 5 yards. Jack Beck, of course. No, I'm not surprised he balled out. And no sacks given up from our offensive line. Max Crosby, Travis Jones, and Tyree Wilson all had sacks. Okay. Tyree Wilson, he's like a good practice player. Like, I see him perform. We got the 1-1 Vikings. I see him perform. He gets sacks, but like, it should be more because he was a top like 10 pick like a couple years ago. So, and we ended up beating the Vikings as well too. So that's a good sign. It's gonna be a little bit different with this new QB, but he had the highest pass rating. He's 62 completion percentage, and we shut down that Vikings team. Isaac Brown and Ashton JT, these guys did well. I'm very stoked to see what this team's gonna look like. I think we're gonna be unstoppable. Jackson Powers Johnson gave up a sack, but that's okay. Max Crosby, of course. Sam Williams did his thing. Okay. And Brian Cook had a pick. Okay. Now we got to cut 19 players. All right. We're 5-2 at the middle point of the season. Isaac Brown unlocks a new ability. We're facing the 0-6 Miami Dolphins. This is better than I expected, to be honest. So our offense is ranked 6th. Lenore Sellers has 8 touchdowns, 4 picks, 59 completion percentage, and he's been sacked 15 times. But Ashton JT's been going crazy. 98 yards a game, 5.3 yards per carry. But this kid, Isaac Brown's been playing well too. Ryan Wingo's our lead receiver. Brock Bowers is our lead reception. And Herrera's giving up 4 sacks. But the rest of the line's been playing pretty well. Playing really well. I can't be too mad about that. 8 sacks from Max Crosby already at this point of the season. 4.5 sacks from Tyree Wilson. Again, like I said, we need more. If you want to stay on this team, we need more from you. There's no, like, I'm not doing this whole thing with you. Like, 4.5, you need to be more of a difference maker on this team. Lenoris is at an 80 overall. Yo, this kid, Isaac Brown's an 87, dude. We're going to have that type of running back duo. Yeah, we're going to have that type of running back duo, clearly. And our O-line is so good, bro. I'm actually very happy about this. Our defense, York is doing well. Williams is back. I'm going to see if we start rushing over Wilson, how that goes. And Marlon Humphrey's been doing nothing, but hey, I'll take it. Our offense is ranked 1st in rushing yards a game with 151, and our rush defense has been phenomenal. I'm feeling confident. 0-6 Dolphins. We're just gonna sim past this, see how that goes, because they're 0-6. We should win that. Shouldn't give them their first dub. We definitely don't. We ended up winning 41-20. We put 41 points on their head. Sheesh. Yo, 41 points. Lenore Sellers, no picks, 2 touchdowns. Tua got sacked 4 times. He got picked off once. Ashton JT, a great game from him. 18 carries, 95 yards, and a touchdown. Brown also had a touchdown as well. Lenore Sellers also 4 carries, 16 yards. Jack Beck, bro, 9 catches, 152 yards, 2 touchdowns. He's turned up for us big time. Like, he's here. He's here, bro. Like, he's definitely here. And Tyree Wilson had a sack. So did Mike Crosby. So did Rushing. So did Travis Jones. So these guys are all getting to it. So Tyree Wilson's at 5.5 sacks. Keep in mind, 5.5 sacks at this point. We're facing the 7-1 Bengals. Oh my gosh, dude. AFC's always stacked. Anytime I sim a week, it's like we're always playing up against a stacked team. But we ended up beating them. Wow, we ended up beating the Bengals 31-13. We let them know we're here. Upper arm fracture for Colton Miller. He'll be back. But hey, we beat them. That's a good dub right there. That's a good dub. And we get a bye week, so we'll just be 1 week without him. Lenore Sellers, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. He didn't get sacked though. Joe Burrow got sacked 4 times. JT and Brown, dude, I love the rush attack, bro. Like, I love this. Like, this is the perfect scenario. And receivers obviously played really well. And no sacks given up from our guys. Tyree Wilson had a sack and a half. Finally, he does something more. He's going to finish the season with more than 6 sacks. That's awesome. And we get a bye week. We get Colton Miller another week to recover. And we're 7-2. So we finished last season 9-8. So I'm hoping with Lenore's here, we could maybe get up to at least 10 wins. At least 10 wins. And if we could get to 10 wins, that'd be phenomenal, dude. That would be amazing. We got the 6-4 Chargers. Of course we do. Of course we do. It isn't a weak division for no reason. But against the Chargers, we ended up beating them. Wow. Now we're 8-2. We beat them 27-17. Chiefs are 2-8. Whoa. That's wild. Chiefs are 2-8 on the year. Holy crap. And we beat them already. Mahomes got to be injured. Lenoris didn't throw a pick. Herbert threw 2 picks and got sacked 4 times. Again, Ashton JT went crazy. Like, what more do I even say? Like, Max Crosby 3 sacks. Hello. Tyree Wilson with a sack. Hello. Torian York with 2 picks. Yo, Raiders fans, I'm doing y'all justice, man. I made y'all team like goated. And honestly, if we could get 10 wins, bro, I might just extend Tyree. Like, I know we drafted rushing the 2nd round, but pass rush is always good to have. And we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose to the Chiefs, bro. All right, let this not be the downfall. Commanders are 4-7. Chiefs needed to get a dub. Commanders are 4-7. Give us the dub. All right, cool. We won 30-27. We got the 6-6 Steelers. A dub right here would make things easy, make things great for us. Let's see. Let's get a dub. Get our 10 win. No, we don't. We lose to the Commanders 24-13. Wow. 1 new injury. Torn labrum. Bro, damn, our safeties are just out, right? Our safeties are just out. 7-6 Colts. We got to beat them to give us our 10th win. I think that would guarantee us in the playoffs if we win this. Come on. Yes. We win. 31-24. Now, let's take a look at the numbers. Let's take a look at our numbers here. So, our offense is ranked 7th. Norris isn't even playing too crazy. He's just doing what needs to be done. But our rush attack is just phenomenal. Like, our receivers are doing okay, but hey, our O-line's also holding up. 16 sacks from Max Crosby, bro. Holy crap. Tyree Wilson with 8 sacks. Travis Jones with 6. Our defense has really come together, and we got 10 wins on the year. And I'm ready for the playoffs. All right, we finished the season going 11-6. So when we were 10-4, we ended up going 1-2 since then, and we got the Chargers and the wild card. So Browns are the #1 seed again, and we are the only teams in our division to make the postseason. So we win the AFC West. Before we go into battle, Lenore Sellers in his first year as starter, 20 touchdowns, 11 picks, 62 completion percentage, 87 passer rating. That'll get better in time. 1,500 yards from Ashton JT on 305 attempts, 5 yards a carry, 13 touchdowns. Isaac Brown, 4.2 yards a carry, 513 yards, 9 touchdowns. So Ryan Wingo also had a good first year for us. And I want to see his sacks, bro. 20 sacks from Max Crosby. Wow. Torian York led the team in tackles, 2.5 sacks, 6 TFLs, 3 picks. Tyree Wilson had 9 sacks. Travis Jones had 7. Wow, that's great. A lot of interceptions too. So we definitely rebuilt this team up from where they were at before. And yeah, we're offense points per game, 5th, 2nd in rushing yards. Wow, and 1st in holding the opponent. Let's see. Let's see how they're doing. All right, third quarter. Seems like we're just handling business with ease. We're up 17 zip. Defense is holding it down. We're up 24 zip now. They went for it. Looks like they're going for it again. They've actually finally scored a touchdown. They ended up going for 2. And it looks like we just handled business. With our first postseason game, like, we handled business at home. Justin Herbert got shut down yet again. Lenore Sellers actually had a great postseason debut. 2 touchdowns. He was 20 for 26. Ashton Dainty was Ashton Dainty. Not surprised. Michael Mayer also had a rushing touchdown, I guess. I guess we pulled that out. Jack Beck turned up. Loved that. And defense, let's see. Sam Williams had a sack. Lalu had a sack. So Max Crosby didn't really do much, but we're into the divisional now. All right, we're facing the Bills, and it seems like our offense goes down the field and scores. Let's see if our defense can hold them. 7-3 is the lead. And Bills end up scoring. Bro, don't let it be here. All right, we're only down 3. Lenoris, make something happen. Oh my gosh, 3rd down alert, 3rd and 2. They go for it. They take advantage and score. Wow, the defense, they go for it. The defense needs to get a big stop here. Oh my gosh, we actually end up beating the Bills, 14-10. What? Lenoris with another 2 touchdown performance. He had a 104 passer rating. Ashton JT did okay. He did okay. You kind of expected better from him. But defense, Hemingway got a sack. Tyree Wilson, he made himself apparent. Wow, we ended up beating the Bills, and now we're in the conference championship. So we're facing the Browns. Oh my gosh, we threw a pick. We're already down 14 zip. Jeez, 2-minute drill to get some points. We need to get something. We do get some points. Offense, go down the field, make something happen. Come on. We're down 2 touchdowns. All right, and we end up losing to the Browns, 7-21. Browns are going to the Super Bowl. Wow. And Shador is QB1. Wow. Lenoris threw a pick. He got rattled at. Damn. And JT didn't play too bad, but still, that's not enough. We need to get the passing game going, and we ended up losing. That. We gave up lots of sacks, too. Myles Garrett, man, he had a field day. Oh, boy. That hurts. Being a game away, that hurts. But you can't even be mad, though, with this. So, Pro Bowlers, Dominic Raiola, or Dylan Raiola, was 90 overall. He made it. Not us. Not Lenoris, obviously. Ashton Jainty's a 95. He made it. We don't have a receiver that made it, but that's okay. Because we have... our tight end didn't make it either. Colton Miller, O-line. Only one guy made it. Max Crosby made it. Of course, he had like 20 sacks. D-line. What about linebackers? No respect to linebackers or cornerbacks. Wow. Secondary, nothing. Yo, the disrespect to our guys, bro. That's crazy. We were 1 game away from the Super Bowl, and they did not give it to us. But I hope Max Crosby won Defensive Player of the Year. Browns, Niners, Super Bowl. Who would have ever guessed that? I wouldn't have. But I guess Shador handled business. He handled business as being QB1. I don't know how they made it happen. I don't know what happened to Dylan Gabriel over there. But, hey, I mean, Browns fans, be happy. Rejoice with that. Recap. Browns didn't win the Super Bowl 18-17. Defensive Player of the Year went to Byron Young. Dylan Raiola went to Offensive Rookie of the Year. Joe Burrow wins NFL MVP. Bro, what? That's crazy. Not even Max Crosby won it? I'm shocked, bro. But successful rebuild. Lenore Sellers is the future QB that the Raiders need to go after next year or the year after. And yeah, I hope for the best for LV Nation.